So, Brittany Blanton. We were just talking. Isn't it crazy? Like, we've known each other for like 8 years now.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's just...
I can't believe it's been that long. It doesn't feel like it's been that long.
It doesn't when you think about it, but if you think about it film-wise, both of those Don't Fuck movies have taken about 4 years from start to release.
That's true.
So it's like... yeah.
That's crazy.
So... I'm trying to think of how many movies that we've done together.
Movies or films in general?
I mean,
shorts and everything?
Movies, anything.
No, it's quite a few.
Like...
Started with Don't Fuck.
No, not starting with Don't Fuck.
Oh, true, it didn't, because it was,
it was Whore
WC. WBC.
Which was retitled Snuff.
Didn't we film something else before that, too? Or a couple other shorts before that?
We started filming on Don't Fuck. But then...
Before the final, though.
Right, we had to basically scrap that and restart.
Yeah, because we did Season's Greetings, that short, before...
Right, before Don't Fuck.
Finished,
Yeah. So yeah, there's been a lot of things. So, you've worked on gory nudie slashers, creature features.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you would like to work on that you haven't gotten the chance to do so far?
I want to be a vampire.
You want to be a vampire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a really badass vampire.
I'm sure that's doable.
Mm-hmm. Well, I technically just started writing a vampire thing.
Well, there you go. That's one way to get it done.
It's been on my brain. Yeah, I know, but, I don't know if I want to be in it. I like directing my things. And I feel like when I act, I can't really direct it the way I want.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably vampire.
Vampires. Check. What's your goal in film? What's your goal? Like, is it to be in major motion pictures? Is it like what drives Brittany to keep going this route?
Well, that's funny. I feel like a lot of times actors and people in movies and stuff, and indie specifically, everyone expects you to want to be in bigger things and big motion pictures and stuff, but that's not really, my goal. I mean, it might be cool to be in one, but in a way, I don't think that's the direction I'd want to go. I like indie because you're not really censored. You don't have to go by certain production companies or whatever dictating what you can do. You can't have this in it. That's not politically correct, or this and that.
Right.
You have more freedom. Yeah, exactly. If I go further, cool. If not, cool. That's not my main goal. My main goal is to do what I love and keep enjoying what I do, and just make art with people I enjoy.
Yeah. Who's the worst director you've worked with? Yeah, I know. You can't answer
Say that.
I know.
Although someone comes to mind.
Are you gonna throw me under the bus like that?
You figured it out.
I did. I figured it out. It's all because I made you wear your hair up in Stranded, wasn't it?
No. It's because of the mud thing.
The mud?
Yeah.
So you guys don't know about the mud thing, but you're going to be able to see it in 3, 2, 1. So, okay, I guess I understand why you're mad about the mud thing.
Well, because it didn't ever make it into the film.
Right.
And there was things in it, I swear.
Oh, there were for sure bugs in it. We just weren't going to agree with you and be like, yeah, of course there's bugs in it.
No, it's something that looked like a mini Loch Ness monster just through the mud water.
Well, I don't know what the hell that was.
I don't either.
What was your least favorite role that I have given you?
Okay, that you've given me.
Yeah. Or that you've taken from me. That was offered to you.
I don't know. I don't think there's been any roles where I'm like, oh, I hated that. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, I've really enjoyed getting into all the characters, I feel like, that you've given me.
Like, I think as far as, something at Concept Media that was probably uncomfortable would have been you as Carrie. With
That
all
was
the blood and stuff.
The only time it was because it was cold.
Yeah.
And I hate the cold. I hate it. The blood wasn't so much uncomfortable. I had my little spot in the bathroom and stuff, but whenever I had to go outside, I was like, oh my gosh, it was so cold. But it actually helped, I think. So even that wasn't like, now I extra can't stand the cold. I always make sure I have things to keep me warm.
At least, I was trying to think about, Stranded, what the worst part of filming Stranded was.
There wasn't. Stranded was one of my favorites.
Well, the cold sucked.
The cold sucked, but it really wasn't that bad because we were in the car most of the time.
Right, you guys weren't as cold as the crew.
Yeah, the only time that it was bad was whenever we had to actually film the stuff outside with Bigfoot.
Right.
Because
that night did suck.
That night specifically was so cold. And I think we had ran out of hope paint or something for that heater on the inside or something. Like, it was just an extra crappy cold night. That was probably the worst night because everybody was just, so tired and it was freezing. And we had to go outside. So...
But it was still a good shoot.
Yeah, no. Like I said, it was one of my favorite ones because everyone just worked so kind of flawlessly together.
Right.
Like, there wasn't any drama. There wasn't really any delays,
No.
Or anything normal. It was really smooth and just a really nice set.
I mean, it was the first time I scheduled a shoot to where we shot everything listed.
Yeah, and we were all on point. And I liked working with the cast because everybody, we all had fun and stuff, but we were having fun, but still working on our lines and everything so that we were just ready for our shot. And,
right.
Crew was setting up and they were all working together well. It was just a really good shoot, honestly.
Well, and I think that's why, I'm hoping that's why people like it so far, is that the believability, you guys knew you were going to be in a car, so it's not like you were worried about, what your framing was.
Right,
or anything like that. So it's you guys just had to act and react together. Mm-hmm. It's there weren't a lot of hand movements or movements.
Right, exactly.
So...
Yeah. It was mainly a lot of dialogue, which I think was the most dialogue for most of us that we've all ever had to really do, I think. Which I think was good because I haven't had a lot of wordy dialogue. That was something I've always been worried about if I get it wrong. Can I do that? Can my brain really memorize that many things? And...
Well, it can.
Yeah, I was like,
Yay.
Cool. Good job, brain.
Because you know me, I'm most of the time I'm I don't care how you say it.
Yeah.
Just get the same point across.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever feels natural.
Right.
To where, we stuck pretty close to the script.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think everyone really did. Yeah, we all had our lines and stuff. We were all prepared. It was a really good set. Really good people. Had a lot of fun. So, yeah. I think it was nice because we had been working with such big groups of people before,
Yeah.
and this was a nice kind of
intimate,
nice intimate tiny set.
I mean, total, I think we had 10 people there.
Yeah, I think.
So it's like,
Because there was 4 cast really, plus Rob 5, but he's also FX, Steve
right,
6, and you, TJ, and
Andrew and Nick.
Andrew and Nick. Yeah, 11 people. It's not bad at all. I like those type of sets because you get a bond a little differently.
Right.
Versus the larger sets that we had been on before.
Do you have any questions?
Questions. Who's the hardest actor you've had to work with?
You know I can't answer that.
I know. Well, you asked me one.
You're funny.
Aw.
You're funny.
What's your favorite project you've done?
I mean, thus far, Stranded, like, it's just been...
Mm-hmm.
And this was before we started entering it into film festivals.
Yeah, no.
It just... Though it still took forever to make, because of, you know, scheduling and shooting this, and then we added some...
But really, it didn't take that long. Like, it felt like it took way longer.
Right. I mean, it took...
To wait for
from the time we started fundraising in 2019.
Okay.
At the end of 2019. We filmed the first block in March of 2020. So, I mean, it's been like... Well, in March it'll be 3 years, so...
Yeah, that's not too bad, though, considering, like, now we're just waiting a year for, like, it to come out.
You're like, for one of your films, yeah, this ain't bad. So, Don't Fuck in the Woods 3.
I'm ready to go to space.